Welcome to the Google Ads Masterclass. So this is a full and complete Google Ads Masterclass. And the main purpose of this masterclass and online workshop is to help you business owners and those who are using Google Ads better navigate the platform and really understand how Google will increase your conversions and your sales when you focus on optimizing for the proper channels. So in this Google Ads Masterclass, what we're primarily going to cover is the following: how to navigate the Google Ads platform, creating strategies, increasing conversions, effective PPC formulas, tools, and landing page optimization. And here are some really cool tips and did you know fun facts. So, did you know businesses that advertise on Google earn $2 for every $1 that they spend on ads? Now, this is on average. There are businesses who are doing $5 for every $1 that they spend based off the strategies that you will be taught in the master class. So, just that stat alone gives you the understanding that you can be profitable off using Google Ads. The difference between the winners and the losers are those who set their ad accounts up right, i.e., ad group structures, campaign types, specific intent, search result metrics, research strategy, etc. And we're going to show you that within this workshop. 75% of businesses who use Google Ads lose money due to a lack of understanding. Now, that's a huge number. The reason why a lot of business owners lose money is because they don't know how to effectively start a campaign and run a campaign using Google Ads. So be smart, get the proper training, use this workshop as a resource to learn the ins and outs of using Google Ads effectively. And then lastly, PPC visitors are 50% more likely to purchase something than organic visitors. So what that data is saying is that Google Ads is a really effective tool if you know how to use it. So directing your search results to a specific landing page with intent, clear call to actions to buy, we'll get into landing pages in a second, is how you're going to increase that. There are 5 billion searches done on Google every day. Not to mention that Google owns an estimated 71% of market share. So what that is saying is that Google is the main player when it comes to advertising. If you understand that you can run an ad, you can be in Los Angeles and you can have a digital product or e-commerce product and you can run ads in London if you want. You can run ads in Spain if you want. You can run ads in New York City if you want. So you can be really hyper targeted and focused. And you can do this all from your laptop, all from your smartphone. You can manage a well-run organization equipped with sales funnels, conversions, etc. So this is why you should be using Google Ads, and here are some of the reasons. We're also going to navigate to the Google Ads platform, and I'm going to show you guys some ins and outs of how to use that. So as you can see here is Google Trends. And Google Trends is a really cool tool within Google that allows you to find the latest trends, find search results based off of people's intent, search queries, etc. So if we typed in sneakers, for example, this is what will come up. So it shows you the subregions and it gives you the value where there's a lot of interest. So if you run a sneaker company, let's say you have an e-commerce business on Shopify, then I would suggest that you use Google Trends to type in sneakers. And then I would suggest that you guys use the subregions or the city type. You can also choose by city. And what happens with this is you can choose your interest based off city and subregion, and then I will run your ads based off of where the results are. The reason why is because this strategy alone is going to help you effectively market to your group of consumers and people who are looking and searching for products and or services that are similar to what you offer. So that's what Google Trends does. It's not the only thing that it does. So let's say we wanted to compare sneakers versus sandals. Now you can see that there is a trend for sandals much more than sneakers. So what that says is if I'm selling sneakers and sandals as shoes, I may run an ad campaign for sneakers separate than sandals, right? And then we're going to get into ad groups and how you would set this up. So this is how you guys would actually use the keyword planner to understand how to use some of the information that Google is tracking with their algorithms and just their research metrics to be able to better understand and market to those group of consumers. So we're going to type in sneakers here and then get started. Now, the Google Keyword Planner is a free tool once you guys actually set up your ad account. And the reason why I love Google Keyword Planner is it allows us to do marketing research in a snapshot of a second. So we're able to understand who it is that we're targeting, who we're talking to, where they are located, and run ads to those locations much more effectively and much more targeted than running a broad match campaign, etc. We're going to get into a little bit more of how this works. So the Keyword Planner tool allows you to generate keywords, and then it also tells you how much you can get for each click, right? So let's say you spent X amount of dollars. You want to be able to know, okay, based off my budget, how many clicks can I get, right? So this tool here allows you to see the draft, and based off of this, you can see, okay, roughly for, let's say you have a very small budget. So for 12,000 clicks, if you guys run a sneaker company, for 12,000 clicks, you can get 12,000 clicks for 2.9K. All right, let's say that you're starting off and you don't have that much of a budget yet. Well, people who are usually using Google Ads needs to understand how Google Ads are going to work with them or against them. So you have to understand the platform to better leverage the Google Ads platform. And I have a lot of experience in ads. I'm a marketing agency owner. We run ads for our clients. And that's primarily why I set up the academy to teach people through the masterclass of how to effectively do this, because there's so many people who are losing money on ads just by following Google's advice. Now, a pro tip here is to not solely follow Google's advice. It has been stated in research and proven that Google does not provide the best conversion strategies and or sales when it comes to advertising on their platform. So that's why it's really good to hone in on master classes and workshops and academies and courses, etc. So as you can see here, for $270, you can get nearly 3,000 clicks to your website. Now that's a great amount of traffic. For 270 bucks, it's going to range and it's going to change based off your industry. So if you're in automotive, you're going to pay a lot more cost per click than someone who is in e-commerce, right? Selling a specific product such as sneakers or sandals. If you're a lawyer, you're going to maybe spend a little bit more cost per click based on someone who's looking for law services based versus someone who has an e-commerce business, right? So you want to understand your business and your core competencies, but more importantly, if you have the proper strategies in place and the proper keywords, you're going to be able to market effectively. And then it gives you a plan overview. So it shows you the devices that people search from. So majority of people are on their mobile phones. That's why it's really good to have a mobile optimized landing page or website so that you can drive traffic to that. Then it shows you the locations, right? So seeing that the locations, the US has majority of the market share for people who are searching for these type of keywords and terms, then you want to spend majority of your budget in that region or location. So keep that in mind as you guys are using a locations tool to better understand who it is that you're marketing to, you're targeting effectively, etc. This is going to help you guys create a more grounded strategy that's a lot more focused, more sales focused, and more conversion focused. And then if we go over to the actual keyword ideas, it's going to help us generate more information off of the keywords, right? So we want to go to get results. And this is so cool because what it's going to do is Google is going to show you how many people are actively searching for this specific keyword. And that's why Google Ads does win when you do it right, because you can base your keywords off of search intent, which then leads to an action, right? So if you guys are selling something online, it's very important to use Google Ads because it is proven that you can generate in triple, quadruple, right? You can increase so many leads just by having the proper funnels and the proper strategies using Google Ads. And then this here shows you how this actually works. So as you can see here, there's 246,000 monthly searches for sneakers. There's 450,000 monthly searches for sandals. And then you get a little bit different keyword ideas based off diversity of the keyword itself. So it gives you, based off trending words or trending keywords, it gives you a lot more options. And then here, guys, as you can see, it shows you how much it would cost for the top of page bid. So we're going to get into bidding strategies here in a second, but I really want you guys to hone in on this and really understand this, because these are all pro tips and strategies based off my years of experience running our own ad campaigns for our marketing agency, and also running multiple ad campaigns for different clients and large clients who use a lot of AdWords or use a lot of money to spend on their Google Ads accounts, and they're converting really, really well. So I've seen what it has done to my business. I've seen what it has done for my clients. It can do the same for you if you know how to properly use the platform. So going back, the benefits of Google Ads are the following. You can increase sales in a shorter amount of time. You make sales instantly, lead generation, brand awareness and exposure, and then business growth, which ultimately that's what we're looking for if we're a business owner. And then from a strategic standpoint, you get the best conversions for your business based off the strategy, right? So this is where the keyword planner comes into play. This is where the Google Trends come into play, right? You can use all these different things to strategize and be able to market much more effectively and target it to your group of consumers. Now, here are the tools. So we've already went over Google Trends and Google Keyword Planner. There are two other tools that are amazing. So we're going to try SEMrush. So here's SEMrush, right? So we're just going back with the sneakers example. It's something that's easily to identify with, and it's very easy to follow and understand. So if I type in sneakers with SEMrush, and you guys can also use this tool for free, if I type in sneakers with SEMrush, it shows me the amount of organic search results, cost per click distribution, the trends associated with the keyword, paid search, right? So this is the average paid search. So for that keyword, the cost per click on average is $1.42. So that means for everybody who clicks on that keyword, if it's within your ad, Google will charge you $1.42. This will change depending upon your industry, so keep that in mind. Then you have the phrase match and keywords, related keywords. Guys, this gets a really, really in tune and deep research when it comes to what keywords you should be using for your content strategy, for your campaign, etc. So keep in mind, when you guys are creating ads, you want to understand how the copy is going to resonate with your buyers, because it's not what you say, it's what they read. And as long as you can remember that, then it's going to propel you to make much better decisions when it comes to effective copywriting for your advertisements, right? So, and it shows you also to add copy. So I would use this, how we use this tool, how we use it for our clients through our agency is we look at the ad copy and we get ideas. We're able to ideate based off the keywords and seeing what the competition is doing as well. So we can spy on the competition, we can understand how they're writing their ads, and then we write them better so that we have the competitive advantage. Then your copywriting, right? So I would definitely not suggest that you guys write your ads on the fly, just because a lot of times when people are setting up their Google Ads accounts, they're not doing a lot of the strategies that I'm showing you guys, right? So these are all the strategies. This is our personal playbook that we use for our clients that has been really, really great for driving conversions and increasing sales and revenue for our clients based off of us doing the marketing research and the back end strategies first, right? Majority of people who use Google Ads, they're not getting results because they're just typing in ads as they go. You really want to know who you're talking to first and not do ads on the fly, because if you do ads on the fly, then you're not going to be able to market to them effectively. So keep that in mind. And then your quality score is how Google determines the positioning of your ad and just the quality of your ad, right? So once you increase your quality score, then it's going to increase the ad positioning that's on Google. And if your ad is higher, you're going to get more clicks. If you get more clicks, and relevant traffic, you're going to have more leads. If you have more leads that are equipped with the right sales funnel, good content, good educational content, good marketing strategies, etc., you're going to definitely increase your sales and conversions. So these are all the small things that have to happen and have to go right in order for you guys to convert on average, have a much higher conversion rate than what the industry standard is, or stop losing money on ads in general, right? Some people lose money on ads, they've given up, they say ads don't work. Well, it's a reason for that. You're not using the platform correctly, and you need to learn from someone who has years of experience, who's an expert in ads, who's quality driven and conversion driven. That way, you guys aren't basing your ad campaigns off of what Google tells you to do, because Google is known to not give you the best advice when it comes to conversion. Remember, they're profiting because they are able to keep money while they are advertising your product and their service on their platform. So they're going to have much different advice for you than someone who has done it and has lost money with ads and has made money with ads, etc. And then you also want to keep in mind, guys, that optimizing your landing page is going to increase your quality score. So it's not just about running the right type of ads. You need to have the right landing page with the right keywords and the right strategies in order to convert. So that's about your quality score. It increases your click-through rate, the relevance of each keyword to its ad group, your landing page, and then historically how it grades your Google Ads account. And this is a quick infographic of how the quality score works. So as you can see, your keyword relevancy is one way, your click-through rate, your landing page, your account performance, relevancy factors, and then your ad relevancy. So that's, what type of ad are you using? Are you using responsive search ad, display ad, dynamic ad, etc.? And this here is PPC versus SEO. So we had a lot of clients who've come to us, and some come to us currently asking for SEO. Now, what I try to get clients to understand is that SEO isn't what it used to be. It's a lot trickier. It's way more competitive to rank organically at the top of Google search results. And in order to do that effectively, you may have to hire an SEO consultant. Majority of people who do SEO aren't experts at it, right? Especially if you're trying to DIY your SEO strategy, it's best to outsource that to a consultant or an agency or someone who really has the experience in doing search engine optimization. As a shortcut, you can do PPC. Now, if you do PPC, pay-per-click, you can do a pay-per-click campaign, which means that you can be at the top of Google instantly, right? So based off your ads, based off your relevancy, your quality score, etc., you can be at the top of Google. Now you're going to pay for that. But what if your cost per click is just 50 cents? So for 50 cents, you are able to get people interested in your product or service or e-commerce store, etc., and you can make sales instantly that way, right? So that's the difference between PPC versus SEO. SEO takes time, it's organic, you need really, really good content, such as blogs, podcasts, videos, etc., to rank organically at the top of Google. That could take anywhere from 3 to 9 months plus, right, on average. And more so now, it's going to be more 9 months plus than 3 months, just because it's so much competition. Whereas with pay-per-click, you guys can instantly be at the top of Google search results and instantly target ads all over the world and get a lot of people interested in your product or service and drive a lot more sales and traffic to your websites. And here are the ad group match types. So if we go back to the ad account, it's going to show us how we can set up our campaigns. Now, if we was to do a new campaign, it's going to show you how to set that up within Google. So here are some Google goals based off campaign guidelines. Now, when you set this up in your Google account, you're going to choose one of the following. When you do so, you are primarily either going to choose sales leads or website traffic. Now, the way that the Google algorithm works is the Google Goal guidelines uses these to be able to drive information based off of information that they have, data that they have off of the consumers on the platform. They're going to pretty much use that and work within your campaign. So that's how that will work. And then you can set up your type of campaign. So let's say we want to do search and then we want to do website visits, right? These are all different ways that Google is allowing people to find you in the search results. So if I go back to the overview, I can see exactly how this information is being dissected. I can see the amount of people based off demographic and age who's interacting with the ads. I can also see based off of the device, right? Mobile phone, tablet, computers, TV screens. So this information is telling me how I should continue to strategize and test my campaigns. Another pro tip, guys, is when you create your ad campaigns, you want to structure your ad groups effectively. Because if you're not structuring your ad groups effectively, what Google tells you to do is to place 10 to 20 keywords per each ad group. That's the wrong way to do it. The reason why is because those keywords are not relevant enough and focused enough to drive relevant traffic to a landing page, right? So what you want to do is you want to have a specific landing page based off of the theme of that keyword or the theme of that campaign. That way it's a lot more focused and you are driving much more targeted people to with intent to buy or with the intent for awareness and information to your landing page based off your ad campaigns. And then it shows you the day and the hour too. So this lets you know how many impressions that you're getting throughout different times of the day. And it shows you how many impressions that you're getting, the most impressions, right? So the darkest blue color you're going to see is what you're getting based off of impressions, right? And this number here, 18,938, was the most impressions that I had in a day. So that was between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. So if I see that, then I can say, okay, well, based off the data, then in different time zones, people may be in different time zones. So at 9 o'clock in San Francisco, maybe 6 a.m. somewhere else, and maybe 3 o'clock p.m. somewhere else in the world, right? So if I'm running a campaign based off of that, then I need to see this information so that I can make more useful and relevant decisions. Exact match is the most targeted match type, which gives you the best chance at conversion. So exact match, we use a lot in our ad campaigns. We do single keyword ad groups. They're called SKAGs. But single keyword ad groups pretty much allows you to align your keywords based off of a single keyword. So it's the most targeted that you can get when it comes to the exact match type. Phrase match is a little bit more targeted and better for conversions based off of broad match. So phrase match is going to give you a better chance at conversions when you are using phrase match. So let's say if you are getting low search volume, or your ads aren't coming up for a number of reasons, then exact match based off of the number of searches that you have may not be the best positioning strategy. Phrase match may be a better positioning strategy, right? And then broad match is for people who have really large budgets, who want to get the most clicks and drive the most traffic for awareness and for branding purposes a lot of times. And that's what broad match does. The issue with broad match is it's not extremely targeted. So you can have someone typing in to the search results, blue and yellow free sneakers, right? Let's just say they typed into the search results free sneakers. Well, because we set our ads up with the keyword title sneakers, we don't want people to come to our website looking for anything free. We're trying to convert people because we have to pay for those clicks. And so that's the issue with broad match is even if someone put in free keyword, i.e. free sneakers, then it's still going to show up and they're still going to charge you if someone clicks on that ad. So that's why I would urge against broad match, because it will give you more clicks with less conversions and you still have to pay for that. So you have to make up the difference somehow when coming up with your conversion strategy for your ad campaigns. And here's what we're talking about with single keyword ad groups, really effective. And here's a quick visualization of single keyword ad groups as an account structure. So the traditional structure is a campaign and you have one ad group and then multiple keywords and then a number of ads. Well, a lot of times you're going to eat through your budget and you're going to have to A/B test different ways and different strategies of which that works. So we recommend going with a structure of single keyword ad groups. Now, if you have a really large campaign budget and you have a lot of keywords, then you can get into using scripts. And these are our pro tips. These are our pro strategies. These are all things for events, marketers, and PPC campaign managers, etc., to use, because we want to make sure that you guys are using this platform as effectively as possible. So here is single keyword ad group structure, and we've seen a lot of great conversions with a single keyword ad group structure. Now, keep in mind, this is not the only structure that you can go with. There's a lot of different structures, and then we have that in the academy to show you guys. Next is our landing page. So here's a landing page optimization checklist. You need good copywriting, design theory, segmentation, call to action, and I'll give you an example of a good landing page. We use Thrive Themes for our landing page design on WordPress. So if you guys are using a WordPress-based site, Thrive Themes is probably going to be your best bet based off experience. Now, my background, I have a background in engineering. I was an engineer before I started the company. So a lot of these things that I'm giving you guys is based off years of experience working with large companies, and also then transitioning into a business owner, entrepreneur, running my own marketing agency. So I've been able to test these over the years and just see what type of software works the best. And Thrive Themes is one of them. If you guys aren't using a WordPress, then I would suggest using Unbounce for landing page design. And here is a quick information infographic on optimizing your landing page. You need clear call to actions. You need custom sales funnels to follow with your visitors automatically. You need a fast page load time. Relevant text, copy that also matches the ad. That's very important. We're going to walk into that in a second. I'll show you guys what I mean by that. Relevant photos. You can use a site like Unsplash to get stock photos for free. Enticing and emotional copy that leads to action. So this is what we talk about when it comes to writing your advertisement. You need emotional copy that's going to entice action, right? Such as anything that talks about your product or service, but solves a problem for the consumer. You want to write your ads within that state of mind. And then an engaging offer, right? This can be offer a free quiz, a webinar, consultation, etc. But you guys want to optimize your landing page. So if we go here, right? Here is a landing page that we're running for one of our ads. So this landing page, just to show you guys how this works, is you want to be extremely targeted with your landing page, because if you're not, then it's going to eat through your budget and you're not going to get the conversions that you're looking for. So if we were to go to the ad, as you can see here, here is the ad that we have set up, right? So we have used a responsive search ad. So this is a responsive search ad here that gives you more than one headline example. Very, very great tool to use. Really great feature within Google Ads, because as you can see, we are using this final URL, which is the landing page, really structured keywords within our ad group, and then a structured ad group. So as you can see here, sales optimized web design is the first headline. As you can see here, sales optimized web design is the first headline, right? If I go back to the ad, everything that we're talking about is right on that landing page. Modern web design for $3K. Fixed pricing starting at $3K, right? So this just gives you an understanding of how to build out a landing page and why that's very important. Also, too, guys, as you can see, custom web design is matching web design here. It's also matching web design here, right? Sales and conversion focused web design here. So as you guys are seeing, all the information is outlined, and that's how you optimize your landing page and your ad, because based off of this, it has increased our quality score. So, clear call to actions here. We have a chat bot here, right? So people can talk to us. We can interact with them live on a website. We have a video giving them information, right? We have schedule a call. If they want to schedule a call with us, there's a button that leads to a landing page to schedule a call. Then they have some information here. Then you can leave your email address here. Now we're talking about different data points, right? So I'm showing you guys exactly the playbook on how to convert using Google Ads, because a lot of people aren't doing this right and losing so much money. You don't want to be one of those people. And then we have an explainer video here. So this explainer video talks about our custom web design, etc.
Website. Maybe you're thinking about having your first.
Right, so we have an animated video, and then we have another call to action. So people leave their email address, is going to push them to an automated sales funnel. And this, guys, is how you would set up your landing pages, your ads, because as you can see here, this landing page is equipped to sell. We have get audit and free consultation that takes them down to a certain page. Schedule a call, right? As you guys can see. So all these things are clear call to actions to be able to optimize for a landing page, but also building a landing page that increases your chances of conversions and sales. Here's a conversion sequence. So it starts off your ads. You want to create relevant copy that captures attention and entices action. You want to send your ads to a dedicated landing page. So your dedicated landing page, just like I showed you guys, should have the description, the title should match the keywords. This increases your quality score. Then you want clear call to actions on that landing page, as I just showed you. And then based off of the clear call to actions, let's say somebody leaves their email, what happens after that? You want to send them to an automated sales funnel. When you send them to an automated sales funnel, what happens is that you are going to be able to market to them more effectively and give them useful content, useful information, maybe give them a link to an ebook, a white paper, an infographic, etc., and keep marketing to them to build a relationship, because majority of people who come to your landing page or your website are in the awareness stage. Probably 80%, 20% of people have done their research, they're ready to buy now, but 80%, majority of people, needs to be marketed to. And that's another way that you guys are going to be able to increase your sales, is based off sales funnels. And here are the Google Ad Campaign Goals. We went over this shortly. So this is a Google Ad Campaign Goal guideline that Google gives you based off the algorithm and data that it has to be able to pick from. And then here are the campaign types. So search, display, shopping, video, or app. That's for mobile app downloads. Now going over to bidding options. When it comes to bidding options, a lot of people have not used bidding options and or are familiar with the bidding options tool. We love the bidding options because we use manual bidding options. Now, manual gives you a lot more control, what you're willing to spend for each click, whereas automatic bids gives Google the option to bid for you automatically. What that means is when you guys set up your Google Ads accounts and your campaigns, you can set up a bidding strategy. Now, when you set up that bidding strategy, what's going to happen is you are going to have all the information for your ads, your ad groups, and you could set a bid strategy or a budget based off how much you're willing to spend for each click off that ad group or that specific ad itself, which is going to allow you to have either A, more control over what you're willing to spend, or B, less control. So a lot of people just default to the automatic Google ad strategy, and it can work and it cannot work. It just depends on your business model type and then the strategies as well that you're running. Because even if you guys do one thing, even if you use one of these tips that I've given you based off proven data and strategies, you're going to be able to increase your sales and conversion. So imagine if you're doing things like bidding strategies and day partying and ad scheduling, etc. It's going to definitely amplify and give you a much greater boost when it comes to generating the effective leads and sales online. So bidding strategy option 1 is the manual, which gives you a lot more control. Option 2 is the automatic version, which allows Google to do all the bidding for you. And here is just a quick infographic to show you left brain versus right brain. So think more art and creativity for the right side of the brain. Left side of the brain is more science and analytical. We use this information to be able to create our ads. So we keep this in mind when we're creating our copywriting and our ads, whether it's for a search campaign or a display campaign. So we understand who it is that we're talking to, but also what's going to give us the best results when working with that person, when advertising to that person, etc. And here is a persona example. So when I talk about strategy, guys, I talk a lot about how to set your ad campaigns up correctly. Well, you want to base your ads off of specific persona. What this means is you want to do a little bit of marketing research, right? So use Google Trends, use Google Keyword Planner to understand your demographic, do demographic research, etc. And this is how you really get into the nuts and bolts of a really optimized, a well optimized ad campaign that is built for sales and revenue, not just an ad campaign built for awareness. Awareness doesn't necessarily equate to more sales and revenue. Awareness just means more clicks, which means you have to pay for more clicks, you have more traffic, but it doesn't mean you're selling anything and closing anything. So we recommend doing a persona just to understand who it is that you're talking to. If you have a face with it and a name and an age and some different things, different data points about the type of audience who you're trying to attract, it's going to make your ad copy a lot better. It's going to make your strategies a lot better. And it's just going to make your overall optimization and conversion overall better, and which is going to increase the amount of sales that you're able to do. And then here is a quick snippet of what Google does, right? So the Google Ad Network, you can do search campaigns, display campaigns, shopping, video, and then universal app. So this just pretty much shows you, the links associated with that. Next is the main 4 types of ads. Now, very important here to understand how this is broken down. Search ads uses specific keywords and or phrases to match an ad based off of intention. So that means when someone goes into Google search results and they're looking for new sneakers, right? They type in new sneakers into the search results based off of whoever has new sneakers in that ad. Then they're going to have, you can use snippets, etc., to be able to promote to them based off that advertisement in the search results. A display campaign is a little differently. Now, usually when people set up their Google ad accounts, they click on search and display. Well, a lot of times display isn't necessarily reviewed and regarded as a conversion driver. Display campaign is more used traditionally for awareness and branding. So this means when you guys are on different websites and you ever notice, hey, I was just on Nike's website, but when I go over, 4 days later, I see that same stylish shoe that I was just looking at. That means that you are in a remarketing campaign. So they're retargeting you based off of a cookie that has been placed on your website, and they can track it through IP address, etc. So that's what display ads are. Responsive search ad is what I showed you guys a little bit earlier. So that's the ads with multiple headlines that you can use to create multiple headlines that are relevant and more useful to your audience. And then dynamic search ads base the ads off of a specific landing page. So this is for brands who have a large following or a big catalog. Dynamic search ads historically have worked the best for those type of campaign structures. And here is an example of how to properly structure your ad groups. So remember when I was telling you guys about either A, you can structure your ad groups based off of a specific theme. You can structure your ad groups based off of a specific keyword. This is telling you to base your ad groups off of a website. So this is another strategy. So here's a website, electronic store, and then your ad groups, right, are going to be based off all the products in which you sell. So if you sell electronic goods and you have TVs, computers, and accessories, then you want your ad groups to be defined based off of that particular product and or service. And then you want to create a number of ads. We recommend creating at least 3 to 5 ads per each ad group. So if you guys have 10 ad groups, then you need to create at least a minimum of 3 ads for each ad groups. So that can be anywhere from a total of 30 to 50 advertisements. It depends on the style of the account. It depends on the type of business model that you have, right? Because some businesses are going to be a lot more competitive than others. And you need to understand what that looks like from your standpoint, right? So this is just a example to give you a better understanding of how to structure your ad groups much more effectively to get the best conversion. And this goes back to showing you guys what we're talking about, right? So majority of business owners who use ads fail to convert because 75% of them, as estimated, aren't advertising correctly using Google Ads or following Google's advice. And there's a much more focused solution that you guys can use on targeting your ads. Now, I'm gonna go back to the Google Ads account, right? So this is a responsive search ad, and it just shows you, you can write more than one headline with responsive search ad. And then you have your descriptions here. So it shows you the description here, but this is always changing. So you're able to get more messaging out based off of what type of headlines you put into the back end of your campaigns or for your ad campaigns, because the more targeted that you are in your messaging, the better you are with your keyword research and your strategies, the more people you're going to be able to convert in the long run. If you guys are setting up your landing pages effectively, you have those sales funnels that we talked about, etc. So I'm going to go back, and there is a tool by the name of Snippets. Now, the Snippets tool is a really cool tool because you're able to have a lot more information. So here are extensions here. And the way that this works is you're able to get away with more information. So we showed you the actual keyword, we showed you the actual outline of that, and then a description. But to get even more information, you guys can have extensions under those ads, which are site link extensions. So if you want to send someone to a dedicated landing page, you want to send them to a webinar, you want to send them to a quiz. These are all different lead generation strategies that you guys can use to be able to pull people back into your marketing campaigns, your email marketing campaigns, your retargeting campaigns, etc. Because ultimately, this is going to give you more clicks and more conversions, right? So as you can see here, it shows you the amount of clicks. So we had 30 people within this campaign, 30 clicks who wanted to do a 15-minute consultation. There were 28 who wanted to call directly. There are a few more who wanted to do consultation by text. So it's showing you how many people have clicked on these call out extensions. If you guys are getting the clicks that you want, and it's great to leave it. If you aren't getting the clicks that you want, then it may be time to edit your actual site link extensions. And to edit it, all you have to do is go to the edit, and then you have the site link text in which you can change. It gives you a number of descriptions, right? And then the final URL. So this final URL should be sending visitors to a dedicated landing page. And then you have, more information, more useful information, more relevant information to be able to drive traffic to your actual ads. And then, guys, keep in mind that, your bidding strategies also matters a lot. So we talked about this, right? So you can get as focused as, increasing your bidding strategy, upping it by X amount of percent just by understanding how people are using their device, right? So you can do a bid adjustment strategy here to increase your bids or decrease your bids based off of how people are resonating with your ads and your landing page. So if I wanted to increase my bid, right, let's say I'm getting more people to click on my ads and engage with me in New York City versus Chicago, then this means that I can increase my bid by 50%, right? So I'm able to increase my bid strategy by 50%, which means I'm going to pay 50% higher to get a consumer, get a customer in New York City versus Chicago, right? So it gets really intuitive, guys, on how to actually use the Google Ads campaign. As you can see, there's so many different moving parts with Google Ads that you have to understand and know effectively to be able to use the platform. So after testing and experimenting, it turns out that Google does not offer the best advice when it comes to conversions. This is what the business owner must figure out first. This is why companies spend several hundred or even thousands of dollars per month to have a marketing agency or consultant manage their ads. And third, think about all the above formula strategies and tests it takes for a person to really profit from Google Ads. Instead of spending countless months testing to see what works, you can purchase our PPC Academy for a one-time price. So, as you can see, we have a PPC Academy. It's a one-time price that you guys can purchase from, and you can purchase that and be able to learn all the secrets using Google Ads, right? So here's our actual academy here. And we have a promotion going on right now where you can get this PPC Academy for a fixed price. Now, the price does vary. It does change. Right now, we are running a promotion. The actual course and the content will go up at some point. So if you guys are interested in learning from an expert how to use Google Ads, this is a dedicated PPC Academy for you. And this is who it's for. It's for anyone who's online businesses. It's for anyone who is running Google Ads but not being profitable from it. It's for anyone who needs Google Ads training from someone who is an expert at Google Ads and has managed multiple Google Ads accounts and have driven conversions, right? And then you're up to date, right, with all of the most recent changes in 2019. So these are all the most recent changes that you guys are able to use. And here are all the lessons in the course. So there are over 47 lessons, and it's all dedicated for setting you up for success from beginner to expert. Some of you guys may be more advanced than others, right? But this course and this academy is still set up for you to understand some of the different strategies that can be used to increase conversions and sales. So as you can see, this comes with the PPC Academy. All of the lessons that you guys can use is accelerated, and you have free previews. So if you guys want to just check out some of it to understand, okay, is this right for me? How can I increase my conversions and sales using Google Ads? Here is a dedicated academy for you, right? So all this information has been outlined for you. All you have to do is watch it. Each video on average is about 5 minutes per lesson. And then lucky for you guys, if you guys are really serious about this and really serious about Google Ads, you can use the discount code, right? So for the first batch of students, you can save $250, right? So it's a promotion for the next 7 days. You can save $250 by using this discount code here. So if you guys are ready, this is a one-time fee. You just put in save $250. You can save $250. And then it gets better, guys. You have the advanced strategies and expert formulas that are tried and true, proven strategies to increase your conversions and sales. You have your landing page template, and you have lifetime access. So the lifetime access gives you lifetime access to the academy. It gives you lifetime access to all of the lessons that are going to be updated, right? So for a one-time price under $1,000, you're going to be able to get a free landing page, lifetime access, discounts on other services and products, expert strategies and formulas, right? People pay on average at least $750 per month, bare minimum, for a good consultant or agency to run their ad campaigns. You guys can learn all this information by just going through the academy, right? And you can get done with this within a weekend. You can be from start to finish, beginner to Google Ad expert in a weekend, right? In one sitting. And then here are some frequently asked questions. It's a one-time fee. Average length of the lessons is 5 minutes. And then all the lessons include advanced strategies. And then here is a quick little infographic to, if you guys are still wary about Google Ads and whether it's right for you or not, there are 5 billion searches on Google Ads every single day. 60% of those are done on mobile devices. 65% goes to a Google Ad person with the intent to buy. 70% of mobile searches results in action taken within 1 hour. So that can mean somebody comes to your landing page and they want more information and leave their email address, etc. 71% plus market share from Google, and you can double your revenue on average using Google Ads. We also have a dedicated podcast where we talk about some of the tips, secrets, and tools that you guys can use, right? So we're very serious about our academy. We have a podcast that you guys can listen to for free and be able to better understand why Google Ads matters. And then here is the discount, right? So for those who have attended the masterclass, if you guys are serious, you can use this discount code, save $250. Currently, it's priced at $749. So you will get the course and academy just for under $500, right? So that's a one-time price. You get it for under $500, and it's going to have all of the lessons. It's going to have lifetime access. You're going to be able to have free access to networking events, free access to dinners, right? We have dinner parties. We do so much with our students because we want to make sure that we are driving growth and conversions. And then here are some more free things, right? So the free high converting landing page, lifetime access, new lessons and updates, affordable one-time fee, instant member with access to our training plus network events. And then here are people how to use the PPC Academy. You can use it to train yourself and employees. You can stay up to date with the latest changes, and landing page template is included. So this, guys, is the actual academy here, you can go to this landing page. You can schedule a call if you have any questions using this link. All you have to do is copy and paste this link or type it in. If you have any questions and you want to contact us, feel free to do so. And then if you guys aren't ready for the actual academy yet, but let's say you want additional services, then you also have a full agency, right? So the Google Ads Academy wasn't done overnight. It was done by an actual marketing agency. We have a full agency. And if you guys, just for you guys attending the masterclass, you can use this promotion off of for any service, right? So you can get $100 off of any service as you guys are building your companies and you're learning how to navigate the landscapes, etc. You can be able to use an agency. So we're a dedicated agency solely focused on helping small business owners and startup companies grow and exceed by proper management, proper training, and how you guys can do that is by investing into good education. So that's all, guys, for the course. Please check us out. Go to the actual Course Academy where you can actually see all the lessons here, right? So you can actually get all the lessons, and it gives you, once again, guys, you have over 47 different lessons for the academy, right? So you have a consultant, an expert in your back pocket. You can watch it at a cafe, go to your local Starbucks, watch it from home, watch it on the train, watch it on your cell phone, and become a Google Ads expert. You can schedule a call with me directly. If you go to the landing page, have no problems answering any questions for you guys, and get expert PPC advice, strategies, formulas, and a free landing page, which is worth more than the course itself if the agency was to build it out. You guys get so much information, you get so many different things that you can definitely amplify your growth and your sales. I hope to see you guys at the academy. I hope you sign up and make the proper investment in becoming a student. As I said, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly. You can email me at startmarkagency@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you guys. I hope you guys become students and definitely make the proper investment in Google Ads. Hope to see you guys at the course, and I'll speak with you soon.